All right, so you know how this works. You send us a source, and we're diving deep.
Taking that shortcut to really getting to know it.
Yeah, no more sifting through pages of, reports and articles.
This time you sent in something a little different.
Yeah, a conversation, just two people, Alex and Sam, chatting away.
But even in casual talk like this,
Oh, tons of insights.
we can really unpack some fascinating stuff about, what makes us tick,
Desires, dreams, all that.
how we picture the world,
Exactly. So that's our mission, this deep dive.
to see what these seemingly simple questions reveal about us humans.
Okay, so right off the bat, the conversation starts with travel.
Oh, yeah, the classic, if you could travel anywhere.
Anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
And right away I was struck by the contrast.
Tell me about it.
Alex picks Switzerland,
Yeah.
peaceful mountains, fresh air, beautiful landscapes.
Both thing uses the word fairy tale.
Totally, yeah. And then you've got Sam going for Japan.
Oh, yeah, completely different vibe.
Huge love for the culture, the food, the tech.
Specifically wanted to see the cherry blossoms in Tokyo.
Like a picture-perfect scene.
Definitely. Then they got into that mountains versus beaches thing.
Oh, yeah, had to happen.
Alex was all about the mountains, the quiet, the cold breeze.
Sam, on the other hand, totally a beach person.
Yeah, sticking with that Japan theme.
Sound of the waves, the sun, just relaxation.
It's funny how those preferences can tell you so much about a person.
Oh, absolutely. Like, think about it, right?
Yeah.
The mountain person, often it's about quiet reflection, solitude even.
Like that cold breeze almost symbolizes a need for some mental clarity.
Maybe. Yeah, and then the beach lover, it's more sensory. Yeah.
The warmth, the sound of the ocean.
And that strong association with just letting go.
It's like they're drawn to places that either, match their inner state.
Or offer what they feel is missing.
Right, exactly. And it's interesting how they went from individual preferences
Yeah.
to this shared idea of a world tour.
Oh, yeah. Japan, Switzerland, and an island.
Like the question opened up this whole world of possibilities.
Shows how these simple what-ifs can get us thinking big.
Totally. And not just about like one perfect spot.
But about combining different experiences into one grand adventure.
Yeah, like a craving for variety and like you said, comprehensive fulfillment.
Exactly. So what does that say about us,
Okay, so moving on, they get into personal growth.
Okay.
The question is, if you could learn any skill instantly, what would it be?
Love that one. Another glimpse into what we truly value.
For sure, Alex doesn't even hesitate, Master Chef.
Oh, wow. So practical.
Right? Cooking gourmet meals at home. Imagine that.
Sam goes for playing the guitar,
Interesting choice.
emphasizing music as a powerful way to, express those emotions.
What jumps out at you with that contrast?
Well, Alex's choice, it's very practical.
Yeah.
Like, enhancing that domestic life may be a wish for more control.
And the pleasure of creating something you can actually enjoy.
Tangible, right, for themselves and for others.
Sam's feels more internal.
Yeah, a need for a new way to communicate. Yeah, almost like one's focused on the external reward of the skill.
And the other, the intrinsic value.
Totally becoming a master chef. You get that delicious food.
Maybe you impress some people.
But at its core, it could be about that mastery over something very basic.
Life-sustaining.
Right, exactly. And Sam wanting to play guitar speaks to a different kind of mastery.
Yeah, expressing those inner feelings through art.
Makes you wonder if they feel like they're missing that outlet now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Then Alex asks if Sam ever learned an instrument.
Oh, right. And it turns out,
They played a bit of piano as a kid.
so maybe that old interest is resurfacing.
Makes sense, right? An unfulfilled thing from the past.
Like an echo.
And the instant skill part maybe highlights the frustration with how long it takes to learn.
Like, why can't I just be amazing now?
Yeah, and I loved Alex's comment that it's never too late to learn something new.
Such a positive outlook.
Really is like this belief in lifelong learning.
That you can change and grow no matter what.
Even these hypothetical questions, they can tap into those values.
Absolutely. Okay, so on to the dream dinner guest.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Right. You see who people admire, what minds they're drawn to.
The question is, if you could have dinner with any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be?
And their choices, well, they reveal a lot about their curiosities, their values.
What conversations they find most stimulating?
Exactly. Sam picks Elon Musk.
Not surprising.
Right. Citing that fascination with his ideas about the future AI space travel.
All the big stuff.
Alex chooses J.K. Rowling, saying they love her books and are so interested in her creative process.
So what do we make of these choices?
Well, Sam's pick feels very forward-looking, right?
Yeah, innovation, big visions, all that.
Wants to understand the mind behind these world-changing ideas.
Alex's pick seems rooted in a love for stories.
The magic of creativity.
Like a desire to understand how imagination can become reality.
Exactly. Sam's interest in Musk, it probably stems from a curiosity about pushing boundaries.
Exploring the unknown in tech and human potential.
Right, and then you have Alex appreciating the power of narrative.
That one person can create worlds and connect to so many.
It's a fascination with the artistic process itself.
And then the follow-up, if you could ask just one question.
Getting to the heart of it.
What would it be?
They have to prioritize what's the most valuable thing they want to know.
Alex would ask J.K. Rowling how she stayed motivated writing Harry Potter.
I love that question.
So relatable for anyone who's ever tried a big creative project.
It's about the reality of staying creative over time.
The practical side of it.
Like, how do you keep going when it gets tough?
And Sam wants to ask Elon Musk what the world will look like in 50 years.
Wow, so big picture.
Yeah, really shows that fascination with the future.
A mind that's always considering the long term.
Wants to understand where we're headed.
From someone shaping that future.
Okay, now for the fun part.
Let's do it.
The what-if scenarios. This is where we see those imaginations run wild.
I love these. They're so revealing, you know?
Glimpses into those deepest desires, fears.
How we might react in these fantastical situations.
Okay, first up, what if you could live in any time period, past or future?
Oh, wow.
Sam picks ancient Egypt pyramids, the whole culture.
So
Alex wants to jump 100 years into the future.
inconsistent.
Seeing that technological evolution.
What do those choices tell us?
Well, Sam's pick, it's probably about that curiosity for early civilization.
The grandeur of ancient achievement.
Maybe a longing for a simpler time.
And Alex's future jump shows that focus on progress.
The transformative power of technology.
One looking back, one looking ahead.
The classic superpower question.
Love it.
Alex chooses teleportation, the ultimate convenience.
Practical.
Sam goes for mind reading, but recognizes it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Amazing and scary.
It's so interesting how even in these lighthearted what-ifs,
Yeah.
we see these deeper considerations like practicality versus connection.
Or the burdens of extraordinary abilities.
It's like even when we're playing pretend, those core values come out.
Exactly. These questions, they're like a lens to examine ourselves.
How we'd navigate a world without limits.
So taking this deep dive into Alex and Sam's chat, it's been pretty revealing.
Yeah, we've covered those dream travel destinations,
Secret skill aspirations.
dream dinner guests, even their wildest what-ifs.
And we got a better sense of their desires, their motivations.
How they picture the world.
It shows how much even casual conversation can reveal.
If we pay attention to the why and the imagination behind it.
Absolutely. So for you, our listener, we leave you with this.
Reflect on your own answers to these questions.
What do your choices reveal?
About you, about your desires, your perspectives.
What new connections or ideas did you make?
Sometimes those simple questions lead to the most profound insights.
You never know.
Until you ask.